Good evening, everyone, and thanks for choosing Acadiana's news channel at 6 o'clock tonight. State troopers are leading the investigation into a man who died while being arrested by Opelousas police.
The man was a suspect in a string of early morning home invasions. Family members are identifying him tonight as Dennis Lazar, also known as Mooney. The cause of his death is still under investigation. Now, this all started at 5 o'clock this morning. Officers were called to Herman Street near Railroad Avenue in Opelousas, where they say they found Lazar climbing out of a window. Minutes later, he was dead. Our Carrie Beal picking up the story live from the scene for us tonight with more on how this unfolded. Carrie.
Yes, the suspect's girlfriend tells us that she dropped him off at the hospital last night, but he was never admitted. And then shortly after, he was found here more than a mile away from that hospital on Herman Street, knocking on doors and acting, as neighbors say, erratically.
I was on the floor along with debris. The chair was down, so that could have been when he hit the door probably with his shoulder, and he fell inside and he hit that chair.
Mary Shelvin says her house was one of the first hit by Dennis Lazar.
It was more than drunk. This young man, something else was going on with him. It wasn't liquor, no ma'am. I could see that on his face. It wasn't. His countenance was totally changed.
She says when Lazar saw her, he ran off, heading one street over to Herman Street.
Loud bang on my door, you know, and I jumped up out my sleep and I'm like, who is it? And he was like, this Mooney. Open the door for me. I'm about to die, man. I'm about to die. I'm like, what? He like, man, please, man, open the door, man. I'm about to die.
Lestraps went to put on clothes, but by that time, he says Lazar was gone, next heading over to another house.
And he just started running through the house, beating on all the walls and stuff, saying he couldn't breathe and something was wrong.
When police arrived, they tried to arrest Lazar as he was climbing out a window.
I felt that he ain't had a pulse, you know. I guess they flipped him over, and I seen they was trying to work on him. They was trying to give him CPR. Them officers didn't do anything wrong to him.
Basically just one of my partners gone, you know.
Now police aren't commenting on exactly how Lazar died, but they have confirmed that no fire shots were fired off. Reporting live in Opelousas, Carrie Beal, KATC, TV3.
Our investigative team, though, digging deeper, finding out Lazard has a lengthy criminal background in St. Landry Parish spanning more than a decade. He's been arrested for home invasion, simple robbery, battery of a police officer, and also drug possession. Most recently, he was sentenced to 2 years in state custody, that in January 2014 for simple kidnapping. While in jail, he allegedly smuggled in a cell phone police say he used to call the victim to ask her to drop the charges.
Moving to Lafayette now, the police department has updates on 2 homicides that happened last month, and the department is calling on the public for more answers.